Today we have the Anker Solux C1000 to take apart, so we might as well get started. Are you in the best position for this? Should I bring you in closer? Yes, let's come in closer. Oh, where to begin? Right, let's play find the screws. Now, this appears to be in, well, like 3/4 this bottom plate and then 1/4 the top, but there's no screws and there's no hidden covers, and I wouldn't imagine you would unmold because obviously the handles need to be attached and they're part of the same mold as the top. So that leaves the bottom. And the only thing in the bottom are those giant feet. What's the bets they're covering up all the screws? I don't understand. I don't really understand. I don't mind exposed screws. They're on the bottom. Nobody's going to see them. It just makes taking things apart much easier. Now, we're going to need something. A screwdriver of some variety. I need a pokey screwdriver. Where are they all? There's a big one. Well, let's go in with the old style knife first. Let's see if we can get under or behind or something. There's definitely a space in there. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to fight with the feet for a while. Okay, these feet are stuck on and they are thick. Look at the thickness of that rubber. It's very sticky glue. Anyway, they are under there. Whew. So are all the screws with the little warranty stickers under them. Right, I see we've got Phillips up in there. We've got 4 big Phillips. And then there's more little ones in there. I think we'll start with the big long ones. Hopefully this is long enough. If it's not, I do have a longer screwdriver. I'm now just trying to find the head of the... Come on. Is that done? Yes. Okay. Right, hopefully that should allow us to stand it up and take the top off. Well, it's going to be a lot harder to put together again. Now the screws have evacuated themselves. I've got 3. 3's pretty good. The 4th one, yeah, it's somewhere. I'll find it later. Right. Does that allow us to take the top off? I mean, it should. What do you grip onto to release the top? Without... I mean, you'd think it would just be clipped at this point. How good are the clips? Where can you grab onto? Oh, there's more. There's more. Hold on. Let's see what's up in here. Are you a Phillips? These ones have got little Anker anti-tamper stickers on them. Not so much anti-tamper as we know you've been in here kind of tamper. Well, there are 2 other screw holes, which I'm not sure if they're blind. Anyway, I need to get this top off. I mean, it moves. I just need it to move more. Right, hold on. I'm just going to stop filming this now. I'm going to fuck about with it. Once diplomacy has failed, the only other option is violence. Here is violence. Right, I mean, I tried to get these out, and these are definitely not coming out. I found my plastic podger though. So, it's violence. Violence is the answer. Remember, kids, it's not always the answer. But in this instance, violence is the answer. It's off. It's most of the way off. Alright, it's reseated on this side. It's coming apart. Whether it wants to or not, it's coming apart. Something here is still holding it. It's close. Oh, okay, we've got it somewhere. The front's still attached, like attached. Like there's still something up here that is very much attached. Where is the plastic spudgery thing? Trying not to stab oneself. Like, look, that is ridiculously tight. Come on now. Oh, broke the end off my thing. It's coming. It's coming. Did not expect to be hammering to open said power stationy thing. The lid is ABS polycarbonate. Right, where's the thing with my finger? ABS polycarbonate. Oh, I'm knackered now and all I've done is hammer and bang on things. Let's see. What's in here? Right. They definitely won't have come off because they're screwed in place. Here's the front panel. It also, well, no, the front panel does that thing where it drops in the clips. I'll show you a close up in a minute, but let's try and unplug things. We have got, what's that? Right, those two. Are you a squeeze or a? Let's get some of the goop off and try and get in and get the front panel off. Will that just squeeze and pull out of there? What do you think? I'm not confident. I've used the, if you can see in there where my finger is, the white, you know, the goop stuff to stick things and stop things coming undone, but they're stuck to other components. So if you wanted to undo things, you have to be careful to also not pull the other components off the board. Right, I've just got one squeezy plugged under. Well, no, I've got more squeezy plugs under. Then I checked to see if this turned on before I started taking it apart. So if it doesn't turn on once I'm finished, it didn't turn on before I started, if anyone asks. Right, one more. I mean, I like that they use the stuff to stop it falling apart, but I also apologise if the heating's running in the background. It's cold in here. Now see, that's what I mean. Now if I can zoom in on that. Zoom. That piece of the goop there has pulled also a piece of conformal coating off the board that was attached to. And I didn't want to go start stabbing with a knife because, you know, that just ends up with you stabbing through something that you didn't want to stab through. Right, the last connection is a earth ground that's on the AC output that is screwed onto this board. So we will undo that and put its screw over there somewhere nice and safe. Right, main board with all the USB and cigarette lighter and mains plugs on it. Nice, they've got all the grounds joined together onto that one, which goes onto the other board. We've got a little brain boxy one in the squodgy waterproofing compound. Yeah, the rest of the board's conformally coated as well, that's okay. Right, presume that's a not USB, Bluetooth chip down there with an aerial. Cigarette lighter on a XD. Oh, they've gone. They're running the mains over on them as well. Okay, it's different. Right, those are the locking tabs on the side I was talking about that clip down the way. They clip down and into the rest of the chassis. Right, let's turn you around. in here, this feels like mostly battery. Right, so that was the AC output. And we've got two fans, one for this side and one for ducting for, I presume, is the inverter side and charging and whatnot. And then underneath is the battery pack. Right, let's see how we get this out of here. First things first, I'm going to take off. Well, for once my screwdriver is actually too big. Okay, things I've noticed so far. I've gained a rubber washer from somewhere. Don't know where that came from. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere at some point what it is or was. There's nothing blazingly obvious. First thing is I have never needed a hammer before to take apart any of the power stations. Second is, all these screws are different sizes. And this is silicon, it's sealed into place as well. That's annoying. Right, so I'm going to have to rip all of this to get the... okay. Oh, come on. No, I think we're just going to have to tear along the perforated line and stick it back together. Yeah, because of course there are screws on the inside of this to get the board out. I'm afraid you're just going to have to get ripped as well. Right, okay. Let's take some screws out. Still feels like there's another one somewhere. I feel like down in this corner there's something holding something. Right, I've got little screws here that aren't the size of any other screws. I think I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4 different size screws so far. Does that like that come out? Am I going to need a... this removes some sort of stake. Look like a stake. What's holding this in it? Oh wait, that was like a... Right, so now this is still attached. Man, Jesus. Whoa. Oh. Oh, okay, there's one fan going one way and one fan going the other way. Okay. Right. Right, okay. We're getting somewhere. I wonder if the other side will just unpop now. Why would you do? Why would you do it that way? No, surely not. Surely you wouldn't make that a screw fit over the top of. Because how is anyone in? Where's my? Let's try and. Let's see. Well, it. Oh, it bloody well does. Oh man. That absolutely unscrews. Oh. Right. There's my bodger. There's another bit of trim and... Oh, it's got a separate fan for the battery. Lovely. Okay, but what's holding? Right, nothing's holding us in. It was just that screw over the reset switch. Right, now does this just lift off of here? Yes. Okie dokie. Right, so BMS, is it not a BMS Pro on the batteries? I can see a separate board on there for that. Right, inverter, DC, AC, charging, solar, all the... Oh, there's all your power... control. Not control, what's the word I'm looking for? MOSFETs and power regulators are on there. And the other side of the board. Find things to touch. Oh, it's, well, given that, it's nicely conformally coated on everything. And we've got our plastic insulation. Okay. And then down here is the battery pack. We're going to have to fix all the flappy bits here. But that's not a problem. That's not an issue. Right. I see 2 big screws. So what? Ah! No. Those 2, hang on, look at that. Those 2 little crappy screws, these, 2 of them, probably not the one with the Loctite on it, granted, it's probably the other one next to it. Those 2 without the Loctite. That is what connects the battery pack to that board. That's what the current and the voltage pass through and the DC. So it's using that board as the actual, so there must be, no, I think I'm trying to pick up all the, can we see tracks? I can barely see the tracks underneath. Yeah, that one, onto that one. And that one must be to that one, and those 2 then out through that toroidal choke. And then on the rest of the board. Oh, okay, that's a first, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that before. I was just saying that's, can't find the connections. Right, okay, that's odd. I'm going to say that's odd. Now, how do we get this battery here? 2 screws there, that's on that back plane. Where is, well, let's go down. So how many kinds of screws is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 if you count the non-Loctited 2 that are doing the current carrying. 6 different kinds of screws. 6. I'm probably going to have to watch this video back just to see how to put this back together. So far we have got like a 2 out of 10 for ease of disassembly. And it's only got 2 because it's actually come apart. I mean, technically a 0 score would be like if it was undoable. Undoable, you know, you couldn't actually get inside to take it apart. Imagine it was completely potted. If someone had filled the whole thing up with resin and you couldn't open it at all, that would be a 0. A 1 would be like mostly potted. These are horrible feeling, these self-tappers. I'm not taking those wires out of there. We'll just do what we gotta do. Get to the magnet in a minute. You think I would have gone and got a bigger screwdriver by now, but I really like this one. It's a good fit. Woo! Right, let's all the magnetize out of there. One of them. One of them. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's coming out pretty heavy. Does this say if it's polycarbonate ABS? It doesn't say, but the fact that nothing snapped off it makes me think it is. It's strong. Right. as I said, the battery pack here has got a fan at one end, and it's got the charge connector, not charge connector. The multi-plug here connects to external other battery packs. What kind of batteries are in here? Oh, it's the big things. Let's turn over. Those big, long, I can't remember the size. Somebody will put it in the comments, please. Please do. There's even numbers down the side. Ah, let me bring it down, you can look at them. So, what have we got? I can't even read. 30,000 milliamp hour, 35.2 volts, 1,056 watt hours. I presume that number, I'm trying to draw my phone, there, is the battery code. And they were made by, are you going to switch to macro? No. Fine. Huzhou Blueway Electronics Company. Okay. And it has the big, whatever size cells they are. 140 mil? No? Not entirely sure. We've got BMS connections. There's also BMS inside there. I'm sure somebody can work out what configuration that is. Right. If I can peel most of that off. Oh, you know what? Just unplug that, take this off the side. Then people will be able to see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, died dead, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, no, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 22. 22 cells? Okay. Anyway, that must be just the balancing connection for this side. Oh, better put that back on. Otherwise we'll be sad. Or the batteries will be sad. Right, get on there and plug this back in, lest we forget. Is the other side the same? We'll just assume the other side's the same. I'm not peeling that off. Right, and then that's just the battery connection. I mean, the battery connection this side's the same as. I mean, it's not terrible because it's not a very high. I mean, it's still 1800 watts, so that's 1800 watts through a little tiny M4, M5 screw, not shot, not even close. That was the Anker Solux C1000 disassembled. I'm giving you as I said, a 2 out of 10 for disassembly. I have not had to use the big mallet to disassemble a power station before. The amount of goop that's on the boards would make repair not impossible, but certainly challenging. But yeah, construction-wise, I mean, it's nicely put together, but it's just overly complex. I mean, what was that? 7 different kinds of screws holding it together, and all those clips, and yeah, that's going to take a little while to put back together. That's not a 10-minute reassembly job. If you have any comments, questions, anything like that, leave them down below. I will try my very best to answer them, and as always, thanks for watching.